Hi guys, Ashish this side. So this is part 5 of Study in Canada video series, and in this part I am going to tell you about the important exam you need to appear in for getting admission in Canada, academic documents and financial documents that you must have for getting admission. So first thing let's see is the exam. So you have two kind of exams you need to give. One is general exam, second is language exam. So first let's see what are the general exams. So general exams are the category of exams for UG and PG level wherein they check your academics like SAT. So SAT is a standardized test administered by college board and is required to be taken by students seeking admission to undergraduate school. Similarly, you may need to give GMAT if you are looking for MBA. So GMAT is used to measure the ability of potential MBA aspirant to undertake higher education in the field of business or management. So GMAT measures your mathematics, the English and reasoning skills. Similarly, you may need to give GRE. So GRE is another test required to be taken by a student applying to graduate school to pursue MA or MS. Increasingly, many business schools are also accepting GRE scores for purpose of granting admission for MBA. So for MBA also you may need to give GRE or GMAT, and for UG maybe SET. Similarly, there are language exams. So the language exams are to check your English proficiency skills. So these are the most popular exams are IELTS, then you have TOEFL and Pearson test of English, which is PTE. Now here I have told you in brief because I need to tell you about more details, but I'll be creating a separate video wherein I'll be telling you about these exams in complete detail, including why these exams, what happens, how many times you can repeat, and fee and everything else. So please do check all the videos for the video on entrance exams. Next is your documents required. So you need to provide two kind of documents, academic document and financial document. So we will see a probable list of all the documents that you may need to prepare. So the list of documents required for applying to university are your mark sheets, passing certificate, class 10-12, bachelor's mark sheet, provisional graduation degree, and then you need some supportive documents also, like if you have worked somewhere, appointment letter, work of experience letters. Similarly, proof of work experience, maybe for MBA master's courses they may ask, your CV, diploma certificates. If you have done any diploma, you must have a certificate for that. GMAT GRE results, make sure you give it and make sure you complete it 3 months before the deadline. IELTS PT academic score, letter of recommendation, SOP, proof of extracurricular co-curricular activities. Now if you have done any co-curricular extracurricular activity and you have mentioned in your CV, then make sure that you have a proof of it. So without having a certificate or a proof, it is not worth it, or it doesn't matter. So next is a financial document. So you need a valid passport, a offer letter from a Canadian education provider, proof of sufficient funds, money for tuition fees. So how much funds are required, that I'll tell you in the later part of video. Financial undertaking by sponsor to cover the living expense, and scholarship letter. So these were the financial documents that you need. Now next is the university services. So what are the services that university provide? So universities are very helpful in terms of your smooth transition, right? So university provides the following services for international. They may help you in language tuition, international student counselors are available to help you answer your questions, visa application and processing assistance, on arrival orientation program, health counseling, lodging and employment services. So this is the end of part 5, wherein I told you about the exams, academic document and financial documents. In next part I am going to tell you about, and this is a very important video, in next part I am going to tell you about the cost of living, scholarships and education loan, in brief of course. So apart from this content, this channel has a lot of videos on study abroad, so you can go and explore that. If you have any query, you can always ask us. I have given the details in description. If you are new to this channel, please make sure that you subscribe, like this video, comment, share with your friends. I'll see you in some other video. Till then, stay connected.